So you can thank Silicon Valley for the drones. It's them. And you can thank them for a whole lot of stuff that they've given us. And you can blame the government, but they handed over, well, they decided to hand over a lot of our sovereignty to big tech in Silicon Valley a long time ago. And because they did that, it allowed private businesses to become your slave masters and decide and be the gods over everyone. And one of those people, I mean, you know, besides Musk, but then they all love the big one, which is this one. Of course, Peter Thiel, yes, who everybody loves, even J.D. Vance. I mean, he helped J.D. Vance get where he got, yeah. Silicon Valley is going to be the center of the U.S. economy for the next 10 or 20 years. Well, Peter Thiel, you know, you're such a good bullshitter. You're a really good bullshitter, but at the end of the day, you're just a bullshitter. So all of the universities can praise you, all of the Hoover Institute or Stanford and their Ivy League professors and, well, all of the people that are a lot like you can carry on and praise you. But you're not so smart as you think you are. Yeah. This company supplies drones to Ukraine and is backed by Peter Thiel. Yeah. Here's how it takes the Tesla approach to innovation. Yeah. Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, Altman. Yeah. So it's all the same problem, all the same manipulation that's going on. They have Silicon Valley has taken it upon themselves a long time ago, and in a way you can't blame them because our government, was off getting drunk there, the House and the Congress, most of them. I mean, look, that shouldn't be a surprise. Look at Nancy. I mean, she's drunk half the time. I mean, she's now had an accident. But most of them are either having sex in the Capitol, doing nothing for the people except giving lip service on TV or trying to grandstand during a hearing. But they literally don't know what's going on. And they don't because they handed sovereignty over to Silicon Valley. And Silicon Valley was more than happy to take on that role. So that's who's been doing your manipulating you, and that's how your CEOs and all of your companies, your enterprises have gotten more and more control to where they just do whatever they want. You have Peter Thiel to thank for that, yeah. And Peter Thiel, these are just some quotes from him. He tells you who he is. I mean, you got to give him credit there, although I give him only a little. Never invest in a tech CEO that wears a suit. Yeah, because they're all scumbags in a nice suit. Brilliant thinking is rare. Oh, that's for sure. But courage is in even shorter supply than genius. That would be the one quote I would agree with Peter Thiel on. Mm-hmm. He's looking at people as if they're stupid. Silicon Valley is. They expect you to be stupid. They expect you to believe that Elon Musk is on your side. They expect you to believe that, whatever story they want to give you about RFK Jr., okay? Yeah, so this is an important quote to really think about. Brilliant thinking is rare. But courage is in an even shorter supply than genius. That's definitely for sure. So I definitely have courage. I don't care if my government comes after me. I don't care what you do. Because, see, I actually have love in my heart for people that are younger than me, and I don't want them to live in the world that Peter Thiel and all of his buddies, all the people that look up to him want. I'll fight to the death if I have to, but I will go down fighting. Shallow men believe in luck, believe in circumstances. Strong men believe in cause and effect. No, strong men, really strong men, believe in faith and God. Oh, you didn't mention any of that there. But then does Peter Thiel really know what a man is? An important one that you might want to look at closely because, again, J.D. Vance looks up to Peter Thiel. So does Elon Musk. Yeah, it's, again, the boys club there. The boys club. I no longer believe that freedom and democracy are compatible. Peter Thiel. I no longer believe that freedom and democracy are compatible. Yeah, well, I wouldn't imagine that Silicon Valley would agree with that, because when you have been given so much control and you're able to not only manipulate people because of your cornering of technology and the stuff you can do that you don't even tell half of anybody what it is you can do, well, then you have a lot of power in your corner, but not more power than God. Some of you should have believed in God. Monopoly is the condition of every successful business. To Peter Thiel, it is. To Peter Thiel, a man isn't about having faith. Success isn't about success to him is about monopolies and greenback. But to real men, success is about, well, it has more than a meaning of just power and money. But Silicon Valley is only about power and money. And loving on each other. And I mean, it's like the boys club there in Silicon Valley. Tell me something that's true that almost nobody agrees with you on. That the Bible is true, literally true, and that in the last book of the Bible, Revelations, when it talked about how John saw it, was that the locusts, well, what he was seeing was the drones out of Silicon Valley. That would be one thing. I mean, many people may say they believe in the Bible, but people don't believe me when I say falling stars are actually falling angels. But if you believe the Bible, that's what the Bible says they are. What they are in the sky is star, but then by the time it hits down to earth, it becomes something else. So when you have people like Silicon Valley doing God knows what for so long, and we have our incompetence in the House and the Senate, and as presidents, and basically sovereignty has been handed over to the fake valley there, then you have no idea what they're messing around with. There's really no regulation on them. So there's something that's true that almost nobody would agree with me on, that falling stars are fallen angels, and that in the last book of the Bible, when John is talking about locusts, what he's seeing is the drones, the very drones that the tech giants create. The tech giants are all through Revelations. It's really why Jesus has to return, so that he can deal with them. That's something else nobody would believe me about, but will come to be true.